Earth Rattle. Zoo tends to have at least a little bit of it. Like when I say he has to go Zoo, I thought that was just the logical
Oh,
deck to
okay.
play, but there's a very... Alright, so apparently Gnimsh opts for Mech Mage. I'm a little surprised, but
Well, it.
he
I mean,
might feel confident in it.
slight differences in deck building can make a pretty big difference, and maybe Gnimsh just feels comfortable in the mirror. I mean,
Yeah.
yeah, when I play ladder with Mech Mage, I feel very comfortable in the mirror, so in tournament I would go for it.
No, I
And
get it. So it's really just a 50-50 either way. It's just that the lists are so similar in general that it's just a coin flip. And you know what? If he does win this coin flip, that's going to set him pretty far ahead in this case because he's going to be 2-1 against Firebat,
yeah,
which is going to give
whoever
him the
wins this
edge
game,
here on that last game.
yeah, whoever wins this game is going to have a pretty big edge in this series.
Yeah, and I'm looking at this hand right now from Firebat. It's actually, like, it's pretty good because the Blast Mages will come on.
Yeah,
But Gnimsh has a really sticky board. I mean, Tinkertown Technician as a follow-up. Mirror Entity if he wants to get that Blast Mage at any point.
there
That
there
Snow
is.
Chugger is going to lock down that Annoyatron for at least one
Yeah,
complete turn.
I really prefer Firebat's hand here. There is no way he doesn't get Blast Mage value, and Blast
Yeah.
Mage's tempo swing is insane. No one got no one got a scientist, and both drew mirror entity, so both probably feel behind in that regard. But they don't know that.
Firebat's thinking of going face here, but I just, yeah.
I like this efficient trade.
Yeah, of course. But I mean, he thought about going face, and I'm thinking, what's the reason of that? Why think about going face in this position?
I think it's because he has the board and he has the initiative, and you wanna second mirror
He
entity,
thought about
that's
forcing the trade, okay.
yeah, he wanted to press his advantage because
This is the worst I've
wow,
ever seen of
that was
Blast
bad.
Mage.
Was there a way to get a worse Blast Mage than this?
No, there's none. Not a single way. I guess two could have
Killed
hit face and
nothing.
one of each minion. Yeah, that's right. And now Firebat's gonna force a trade on Gnimsh's part, but Gnimsh will be happy to oblige. I mean, I don't really...
I'm not sure about Firebat hitting face there because now the 4/1 is going to kill your 5/4, and the Chugger can give
Blast
Gnimsh a
Mage
good
value.
Blast Mage. So I
Yeah.
feel like you either had to kill one of the two, either to prevent value from the 4/1 or from the Blast Mage.
But here's what's interesting, though, is that by attacking face, the opponent has to make the trade regardless. And if the Spider Tank lives, your Blast Mage suddenly becomes even better with a 1 health Snow Checker on the board. Alright, well, we're going to be seeing a Mechanical Yeti from Gnimsh here, which contests the Blast Mage directly. It's just a 1-for-1 in this specific case. Spare Parts go in both players' hands, but Gnimsh has more minions in hand right now. And so
That is
Firebat's
the
going to have to
best Blast Mage
compensate.
synergy possible in this case. Unless
Yeah,
you
go
wanted
with
to prevent
face.
the Yeti from trading through the 3/2, but I don't think.
I think it's pretty good because you've got that 5/5
Yep.
there.
So yeah, maybe Firebat would have wanted at least one hit to hit the Yeti here.
Yeah, but this is a pretty straightforward mirror entity. The
Yeah.
thing is, Spider Tank is of such low value in this specific case.
Yeah.
By giving it away to the Yeti, you're just compounding the amount of value he got so far. And even though you're getting a copy of whatever it is he's gonna play, you're feeding him a Spider Tank, and that really can't feel good. But you can't afford pinging now because you're gonna be
Yeah.
booming next turn instead of a ping.
Yeah, exactly. So this hurts, but there's no way around it.
And look at that Clockwork Gnome just denying Mirror Entity
Oh.
completely, shutting it down. Well, it seems like Gnimsh's, comfort with the mirror match is going to pay off.
And I don't know what 4-drops Firebat is running, if he's running the Shredders or the Mechanical Yetis, but those small differences can make a pretty big difference in the mirror.
Mirror Entity getting played on Gnimsh's side here, going to make that Dr. Boom a liability on Fire. Okay, you know what? You can't possibly Dr. Boom here.
Yeah, you had to
not with
Bugmaster,
this.
but this is such a weak turn compared to just playing Dr. Boom on a nearly empty board.
Yeah, and the worst part is because they get the Cogmaster and it has quote-unquote charge, they will get to trade into your Cogmaster and you won't get that
Yeah,
that upside.
It's gonna take a lot here from Firebat
Are
if he
you
wants to win this game.
serious? Another mirror entity was gotten here from
Oh, the
Gnimsh, which is going to
deny.
again deny it.
Wow.
All
Was
right, well, Firebat in a pretty tight spot. I mean, his card advantage is
I
he's
you've
got
seen
completely outvalued here card wise.
y- Firebat played both his mirror entities, so I guess you get your mad scientist mirror entity here. You don't care.
Yeah,
And then you
giving him
play
a 2/2
mirror
Mad
entity.
Scientist is irrelevant.
Yeah, and then you play your mech warper to kill Firebat's Cogmaster. Yeah, I like this. Now, do you,
Yeah, you
okay,
play Mirror
you
Entity to
mirror
deny
entity.
the Doctor
I like
Boom that
this.
you were already trying to deny earlier.
Yeah.
Ugh, alright. Well, Firebat has to play the Annoyotron, as annoying as it might be. It is still a pretty decent play. I mean, both players have no more mirror entities in their deck, so unless either of them is playing some kind of counterspell shenanigan, everything should just stabilize here.
Yeah,
Now we're looking at a board where Doctor Boom is suddenly going to be massive. It's going to have a huge impact on the board because Gnimsh, you know, he did manage to deny the Doctor Boom, but you know, Firebat's board is pretty okay. And if Doctor Boom comes there on this board, the amount of value it can get off the Boom bots could really just be massive. I don't know what's going to
yeah,
happen in this case.
and Firebat is as a at a health advantage, so he has a little bit more time than Gnimsh. He has the time to stabilize, and I feel like with all the spare parts that both players have, this might be whoever gets an Antonidas first, as long
Yeah.
as Firebat's able to stabilize the board with this Doctor Boom.
Yeah, but that Paladin Shredder that Gnimsh top deck this turn is going to allow him to get a really effective trade into Doctor Boom, something he couldn't do just a turn prior, without wiping away all of his board. And right now, even though Doctor Boom's going to be effective, it's less effective than I thought it would be from the previous turn.
Yeah, and one annoying thing for Gnimsh here is that he doesn't have the coolant, so he can't just deny Doctor Boom for a whole turn,
Yeah, that's right.
and he would have liked that.
Well, let's see what Gnimsh gets here. Is that a Fireball? It is! That
Well,
is an
okay.
insane draw
Yeah,
for
this
Gnimsh.
is excellent for Gnimsh.
The most insane draw, I think, in his entire deck. Maybe barring Archmage Antonidas. That might
Yeah.
have been the only other draw that he would have liked.
Yeah. Antonidas Cloakfield would have been pretty good. Now, Gnimsh totally ignoring the bombs, saying, I have the board. I don't think there's any RNG on your bombs that can wreck me and just trigger them.
Yeah, okay. That's cocky, but let's see what the boombots from Firebat are saying here. Okay, well apparently he's slightly right. He's gonna be able to take out that Tinker Town with a second boombot, and if that kills another minion, the tides could turn. He has 8 mana and 2 4-drops.
Oh,
The
Those-
board
those
is
are-
equalizing here. I think that this is a pretty fair game. Both players on semi-equal footing. 2 fireballs gone from Gnimsh's deck. Firebat still has his. That Frostbolt, however.
yeah, and Firebat lost his health advantage. In a race, Gnimsh wins.
Yeah,
That's-
but the thing is, do you want to race in this case if you're Gnimsh? You could get outvalued. That's 8 damage on the board. I mean, sure, Firebat will make the trade. You know, that's a pretty obvious outcome. You know that he's going to be making the trades, but do you even put down the Frostbolt on his face? That's really the question I'm asking myself. I feel like freezing that Yeti might be better.
Yeah, I think you freeze and ping the Yeti. That way, you can ping it next turn.
Yeah.
Okay, well, Gnimsh is gambling in a way,
I'm-
but this is
if he
nice.
throws in the Yeti, I mean, the Cloakfield is going to guarantee that he can seal the game next turn, unless something like a Rusty Horn comes in the way.
Yeah,
For instance, you know.
but I mean, still, Gnimsh wins in 5 turns. This seems like a very long time, but Firebat's gonna have to win in the next 5 turns while clearing the board or making sure he doesn't take damage from it.
I don't think this
Which
is
is gonna
that
slow him down.
unlikely. I don't think it's that unlikely.
It's not that unlikely, but it's gonna slow Firebat down and
Oh, it will, but
I-
he's dealing at least 4, 5, 6 a turn. He's in 3 turns. Gnimsh is dead. Firebat is dead in
Yeah.
5. Like
I
I
would've
think
way
Firebat got
preferred-
the edge here.
I would have preferred a Frostbolt on the Yeti with the ping to make
Mm-hmm.
sure you kill it over 2 turns, for sure.
Well, if he Frostbolted Yeti, he was pretty much guaranteed the win at this specific point.
Oh wow.
Firebat making an
No,
amazing
wait.
call
No,
here, but
no,
I
he
think
dies.
I th
Oh, cause he's gonna horn the Yeti, right?
yeah, he's gonna taunt up, of course. The only drawback of this play from Firebat is the potential ability for Gnimsh to ping the Yeti and get 3 damage off of that Mech Warper and complementing it with just something as boring as a Blast Mage
No,
or...
he's taunting. No, he's dead.
Yeah,
He had to
no,
taunt
he's
the Yeti.
almost dead. Well,
No,
reversing
you
switch is
reverse.
killing the
You
game. I
yeah.
can't believe Firebat did this. I thought it was... Wait, there's got
I
to be a
thought.
thought process here, but I can't figure out what it is. I cannot figure out what the thought process is. If a
Well,
Frostwolf grunt comes out, it's gonna be crazy. Iron Beak Cowl,
oh,
that is nothing useful.
wow. The end of this game.